Hanging out with friends is one of those activities that can either recharge your batteries or drain them faster than a phone on 1% with a cracked screen. As an introvert, there's this weird balancing act we have to do. When it's just one friend, the pressure is on, like being the sole performer at a talent show you didn't sign up for. You're constantly fishing for topics, trying to avoid awkward silences that feel like they last forever. It's not that you don't like the person, it's just that your brain starts doing backflips, trying to keep the conversation afloat. Now, bring in 2 or more friends, and suddenly the weight lifts a bit. It's like you've switched from single-player mode to multiplayer, and the game becomes a lot more manageable. With a group, the conversation flows more naturally. Friends bounce ideas off each other, and you can relax, occasionally tossing in a comment or a joke like a lazy chef sprinkling seasoning. You're no longer the main entertainer, and that's a huge relief. You get to be part of the show without the constant pressure to keep things lively. Your social energy becomes a renewable resource, thanks to the dynamic interactions happening around you. It's like being at a party where everyone brought a dish, and all you had to do was show up with a pack of napkins. Effortless and efficient. Sometimes I just go full podcast listener mode in these situations. I sit back, listen to the chatter, and nod appreciatively like a wise sage. It's almost meditative, letting the conversation wash over you without the need to contribute constantly. You become the mediator, steering the topics gently when needed, but mostly just enjoying the ride. And sometimes, friends come up with the most bizarre and entertaining stories that you couldn't even make up if you tried. When you're with a larger group, it's easier to find stock footage moments, like a group of friends laughing at a cafe, someone making a funny face, another friend gesturing wildly as they recount a story. These are the scenes you see in those cheesy commercials about friendship, but they're real. They're the moments that make socializing worth the effort, even for us introverts who usually prefer the quiet comfort of our own thoughts. In these group settings, you also get to observe and appreciate the different dynamics. There's always the storyteller, the joker, the listener, and sometimes the chaos bringer who throws in random facts or questions that derail the whole conversation in the best way possible. It's a social ecosystem, and each person plays a role that makes the experience richer and more enjoyable. It's like watching a nature documentary, but instead of animals, it's your friends providing endless entertainment. So while hanging out with one friend can feel like an Olympic event, adding a few more into the mix turns it into a casual backyard game. You're still playing, still involved, but the stakes aren't as high. The social energy you expend gets replenished by the laughter and bonds formed in the group. It's a delicate balance, but when you find it, hanging out with friends becomes something to look forward to rather than something to endure.